We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Baylor's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, he got loose. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. Picks up the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Got his man downfield.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. This time he's got him. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's going for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Ellison. Turning it on! He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Offense set on first down. They'll run the option. To the ground with the back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Floating away. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Cougars will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Play pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Rush is on him. The throw. He's got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Phillips. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Phillips. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give...
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
No more room to rise. This defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Escapes the sack. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Complete on third down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Off play action on first down. Still on his feet. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Bears! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Buckmeyer. Working that left side now. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And BYU will get the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After converting that 4th down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Myers to the big foul. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative.
And he's got it inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terrell. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleep.
Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation.
Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today.